What is going on, everyone? It is Hayden here, and today we are on the sky deck with Ryan Hildreth. So for those of you who don't know, I have been in California. I am originally from Canada, Ontario to be exact, but I've been in California filming a course with Ryan. Today we wanted to have a very, let's say, intimate talk. We're here on this beautiful, beautiful sky deck. So what we wanted to do is go ahead and talk to you guys about our journey the past 4 months.
Yeah.
How we got, like, just a little background on you guys. How Ryan and I know each other is I started my YouTube channel about four or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Ryan actually reached out to me. He gave me a call one day, and we started talking. We kind of hit it off from there. From that point, our agency started to grow. We started to see traction. Both of us started to see a lot of traction with social media marketing. We started to make a lot more money. And a lot more.
Yeah.
With our success and with everything that was going on, social media marketing alone, going from let's say I was making maybe $1.5 grand, $2 grand a month. About $2 grand. Yeah, it's about $2 grand a month I was making. And with social media marketing, within the first couple months, I managed to, for sure, double that, triple that, and now it's I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's beyond that.
Yeah, we've definitely both, quadrupled. I would say quadrupled the income.
At least.
For me, I was working, a job, more of a 9 to 5. Plus, I was trading, and I was making decent money from that as well, but not enough money to really feel comfortable doing that alone.
Yeah.
Until I stumbled upon the social media marketing industry and learning about that and applying that, building the agency, reaching out to you.
Yeah.
And collaborating together on ideas for our agency. What was the best niches to go after?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing your approaches? We'd collaborate and ask each other, how are you building your own personal brand?
Yeah.
Right? How are you using social media marketing for your own personal brand as well as your agency?
Yeah.
And I think that's where our growth really exploded.
Exactly.
Especially for me.
Yeah.
For both of us. Like for the YouTube channel, you blew up first, and then I saw that growth, and I was like, "Yo, I need to figure out what he is doing to get that growth." And that's all social media marketing.
100%, and that's the one thing I love about it the most is
Yeah.
the fact that it allowed us learning social media marketing and me really evolving my life around it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
guys, I became obsessed. I was listening to it no matter where I was. When I was at my job, when I was still working my other job, I quit, but when I was still working my other job, what I was doing was at work listening. I had my earphones in. I got in trouble for it all the time, but I was listening to podcasts on social media marketing.
Yeah.
I was spending every waking minute of every single day trying to learn as much as I could, because I realized that when I learned about social media marketing and when I really started to expand my knowledge on it, that it helped me in all my businesses.
Yeah.
My e-commerce store started to do better. My personal brand on YouTube began to do better.
Yeah.
My agency, of course, started to do better. Everything, every aspect of my life started to get better because I then understood what I was doing. I was understanding that I was going for where the attention of people were.
Yeah.
And not just focusing on one platform, focusing on bringing all my platforms together, finding out what I had to post, it helped a lot in general. And I take a lot of my success would be the fact that that was the first tool that I used. Even my Amazon fulfillment by Amazon store is something that I've seen somebody who did their fulfillment by Amazon use social media marketing to kind of boost it, and ended up doubling their sales just from doing that.
Exactly. So boosting the growth and the reach, right? I think we had a lot to share as far as our growth with our agencies.
Yeah.
And us putting in that time and effort like you would anything else in any other venture. We decided to put that time and effort into marketing ourselves, marketing our agencies, and helping that grow. And that's kind of where we saw most of our success.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's the thing, guys. If you guys are contemplating on what to do, or if you're thinking that that this is just that this is unachievable. Honestly, 4 months ago, I had zero clue.
Yeah.
Zero clue.
Yeah.
That I would be sitting where I am today.
Yeah.
That I would be flying to California, being able to, first of all, afford to fly to California, have zero responsibility at home, not have to worry about, I got to book off my full-time job. No, being able to fly down here. When Ryan and I talked about this trip, I'm not joking. We talked about it, and I booked the flight that like an hour after. I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, sounds good. I'll be there in 2 weeks. And I booked the flight, and I flew down here. Being able to do that, being able to do whatever it is that I want to be able to do, to go out and do these things, it's amazing. It's something that no matter who you are, it is achievable. And I know that you hear that all the time from Lewis Howes, if you follow him, if you follow Gary Vee, whoever it is that is your idol, whoever it is, you probably have heard this before, and you think, yeah, well, look at how far ahead they are. Yeah. Go back on my channel, and you'll see that I was that guy. I was like you. I was just like you. I worked a 9-to-5 job. I was working and then coming home and working on my side hustle. I was doing all those things. I was spending the time, and it wasn't until things really started gaining traction, I really doubled down on my work. And a lot of people ask, Hayden, how many hours a day do you work and stuff like that? You have to understand, at the beginning, I was working, I don't know, at least 16 hours a day nearly. Yeah. Like, I had doubled down on my work. I was working as many hours a day that I possibly could. When I was at work, I was listening to podcasts. On my way home, there was no music time. It was time for me to learn. I was learning podcasts then. Ebooks. I was when I got home, I was watching videos. The fact is that I revolved my life around something that I got extremely passionate about, and with that, I was able to grow my business to the point where it was able to sustain me. So I was able to quit my job, and then with that, I was able to then use that extra time to grow my personal brand, my true passion, which was YouTube.
Yeah. And I mean, I was just having flashbacks of staying up till 4 in the morning, which I'm sure most of you can relate. 4 in the morning watching YouTube videos of how am I going to make it? How am I going to not work the 9-to-5? How am I going to live a passionate-filled, purposeful lifestyle to where I get to travel, enjoy time with friends and family, right? Take my fiance to a dinner whenever I want, right? Go visit her at lunch because I work from home, so I'm able to do that. Like, how am I going to live that life? And YouTube was honestly my answer. It was my answer, but it was my calling. Yeah. Like, I watched so many YouTube videos, and then I realized, man, I have a positive message to spread as well. I should make a YouTube channel. I know a lot about the stock market. I've studied, 4.5 years about that. And then I decided to put out some videos on that. And then I learned about social media marketing, and that helped me, push my brand even further. And I was like, wow, I'm going to build an agency. So I decided to do that. And it's only, quadrupled my income because I built an agency. I built my personal brand, and now I love social media marketing. Like, we're going all in on the YouTube channel, content creation, making sure we're providing the utmost value to all of you. We're learning new things, and we're teaching you. Like, all you have to do is watch these videos, go out there, create your own content. Like, if you have a positive message, YouTube is the place to go. We love all of you. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without you. So it's definitely possible. 4 months ago, didn't think it was gonna be this quick.
Yeah.
And now, Hayden's flying down here from Canada. I live in this beautiful apartment that I never thought I would be in. I met my fiance. I was able to, go travel with her and enjoy time because I did work from home. So it's just been awesome. My life has totally changed, and I can't thank you guys enough. And I want to keep this going. I want to keep this growth going. I want to bring more of you in here with us, whether it's you're taking our courses or you're, flying out to meet us or at a meetup or something like that. Whether it's we're talking on a phone call, right? We have tons of people calling us. We have tons of people sending us messages. We appreciate that.
100%. Yeah, 100%. So for those of you who are wondering, guys, depending on what the title of this video was, whatever, you're probably wondering, how exactly did you make your money?
Yeah.
Let's just be clear, because everyone wants to know about money, and it's honestly sad that that's all people care about, but a lot of people want to know about that. Our sources of income completely vary. We have multiple sources of income. We diversify our income. That way, if one month one isn't doing good, we have a backup of another one. If whatever, we diversify our income, because there's no way of becoming rich, both I guess internally and you know, I guess
monetarily,
you could say, monetarily rich, without diversifying your income. So both of us do social media marketing. Both of us do YouTube. We both of us do affiliate revenue.
Yep.
Stock market is something that Ryan is an expert at. It's something that I'm going to be starting to do. I have my own e-commerce store. What else do we have?
We both do Amazon.
Amazon, yeah, we both do Amazon selling. Of course, we both took courses on to learn that.
Yeah.
But what led up to all of these things is the fact that we spent money to learn. We spent the time and the effort to learn. Like
I've spent at least $4,000 just on courses alone, and on school education, like at a university,
more,
I've paid a good $20,000-$30,000.
And honest to God, what one taught you more?
The programs that I took. I learned from a hedge fund manager out in Manhattan, New York. Took his program. It was like $3,000 to shadow him, which was awesome. Like you can't get that anywhere other than my course as well. Like people obviously.
I went to college. I went to college myself, and and I was learning from literally one of my teachers was a drunk. He was literally a drunk. He would show up. He would not come to class one time, and literally the next day come and be like, "Sorry guys, I got into the booze last night."
Yeah.
Like. The fact is that taking like online courses, learning all this is helped me, and I didn't realize that. Like, I always thought, oh, I'm not going to do online courses, they're scam, whatever. But the fact is, it depends on obviously who you learn from. For one, no matter what, you're going to take something from it, and
exactly.
And at the end of the day, it's way less money than schooling, actual schooling.
Exactly.
And
I've taken programs to where I didn't end up pursuing that route, but at least I learned a lesson from it. I learned something that I can share with someone else, and that's value in itself.
Exactly.
Let's say you take our social media marketing program and you don't end up starting your own agency. You learned a bunch about marketing that you can go teach someone else, right? You can apply it to some other avenue in your life, whether you're starting an e-commerce business or you're starting a gym, you're opening up a gym. How are you going to market your services, right? So, either way, you can learn something from a program. Like I've spent tons on programs. This is a good topic actually, because I've spent tons on programs, and some I didn't end up using, and some helped me drastically. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, the whole point of this video was to talk about, first of all, how we managed to make our money, the fact that we were able to, in literally about a 4-month span, completely take away our 9-to-5 jobs and become full-blown entrepreneurs and be extremely successful and happy more than anything.
Yeah.
I know that I've never been more happy. I don't wake up to an alarm clock. Honestly, I know you still do. You guys wake up fairly early, but I choose to do more of a natural wake up a lot of times. But since I've been here in California, I've been waking up on my own, and I wake up and I smile and I look out the window and I know that I'm in California. And for me, that was a place that I always wanted to go. It was always a dream of mine, and I'm able to wake up when I want. I know I don't have to worry about my job back home. I don't have to worry about money being in my account, because I've got money automatically coming in all the time. That I don't have to worry about it. When we go out to dinner, it's not like I'm worried about, oh no, like how am I going to pay with this? How many hours of work is this going to cost? It's just the fact that I know that it's there. I know that I'm able to do it, and I know that I'm going to continue to invest it and continue to grow my business. So the whole point of this video, again, guys, was to show you that this can happen. This can be something true. I don't want anybody ever thinking that they can't do this, because you can. Honest to God, you can. I've done it. Ryan's done it. Tanner Fox, if you watch him, he's done it. We've all done it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and follow Ryan at Ryan_Hildreth on Instagram. Ryan_Hildreth on Instagram, or just Ryan Hildreth on YouTube. If you also enjoyed this video, please check out the website, haydenpeddle.com. On there you can find courses, you can schedule a call with me. More importantly, if you would like to talk one-on-one, there's a schedule a call button. I offer 5-minute free calls as long as, at this time I do. It's becoming very overwhelming, but as of this time, I do still offer 5-minute free calls. If you want to call me and ask me a question, you definitely can one-on-one. I really enjoy talking to you guys. If at all you're interested in courses that we have taken, I've left a list on the courses section in the description down below. Just go to my website and click on courses. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great positive day.